Happy day 25, floss tube. Happy Christmas. Let's open it up and see what our surprise is for today. And for day 25, our final day of floss, we give you Frosty Fern. Frosty Fern, absolutely beautiful, pale green. Lovely, lovely variegation in there. Frosty Fern. Now for day 25 stitching in our final band, and yes, you can see, I just ran out of steam last night. I had a lot more present wrapping to do yesterday than I thought. I think that's always the case, isn't it? I was wrapping presents for quite a while yesterday, so I was quite tired last evening. But I did finish both of the oh my goodness, figgy pudding bands, and I almost finished my large X's. I only have one more big one to do and the last of that third one to do. So Frosty Fern is going to be our new floss, last floss today, filling in some of our triangles, and then we are going to be bringing back day 19's floss, which was T-Bun, and T-Bun is going to be filling in the stitches that are in the centers of our diamonds there. All right, let's get stitching. Day 25. We had an extra little treat in day 25 for you, courtesy of Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery. A whole new chart for you to enjoy. Dream of a Winter Garden. I have been so excited for you to see this chart because I love it. It reminds me a lot of the design when I stitched Isabella's heart. It's got that similar feeling. I just think it's the sweetest chart. I love it. Now, so this chart, when we had this printed originally for the countdown boxes, I did have extras printed. So we have now popped those into the shop. You can find, if you did not get the holiday countdown box and you love this chart and you would love to stitch this as well, this is available at Evertote. This is in the shop. The people who have the full countdown box, it is charted for some of your leftover floss from your box, and that is what I needed to tell you. I mentioned yesterday I had something that I had to tell you about, the secret that was in your surprise that was in your day 25. There was a little bit of a muddle up with the symbols in in this chart. There's an errata for it. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box below on this video. So before you start stitching this, if you're using your countdown floss to stitch this chart, go and check out the errata. Again, you can find it on my video. If you have any questions, you can email me, caroline@evertote.ca. But just a reminder, I'm not actually checking my emails until January the 2nd. So if you did not get the holiday countdown box and you don't have the leftover floss from that, we've kitted this up with a very similar palette from the regular collection that's in the shop of Roxy Floss. Roxy Floss Co. Floss. There's a floss pack already in the chart. I'll leave links in the description box below if you'd like to see. Hannah took photos and did the listing before we left for the holidays. So, isn't it beautiful? Just a little heads up, if you are stitching this with your leftover holiday countdown floss and you're stitching 2 strands of floss over 2, you won't have quite enough for one of the colors. And I'm guessing, I could tell you it's probably going to be Tannenbaum. You're probably going to run out of Tannenbaum if you're using 2 strands of floss over 2. The other one that might run a little bit tight, possibly Holiday Punch and Merry and Bright. So the Tannenbaum is probably going to be one of your darker greens. And yeah, Frosty Fern is in there. Frosty Fern is the one we just opened today. Pine and Dandy. What else have we got? Those are your dark greens. Deep Dive is in there. Actually, Deep Dive is your borders. That's the darkest color in the border, and there's probably a little bit in the bases here. So it's gonna be close, but you might start to run a little short of one of the colors. So what you wanna do before you even start is plan where you could maybe incorporate a few of the other flosses from your pack into a few of the other places so that you know, you've got a whole floss pack there and it all looks amazing together. So see if you can combine and maybe be a bit creative where you mix and match some of your colors that might get a little short. So it's a beautiful chart, and I'm so pleased that you got to open it today. Yeah, wonderful. So I raise a glass to you. Thank you so much for joining me this month of December. Thank you so much to Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery, Carrie of Roxy Floss Co. It has been an absolute pleasure this month doing a daily stitch along, daily videos, getting to visit with you, the FlossTube community, online stitching community. There really is nothing else like it. There just isn't. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for making such a great month for me and everyone involved. Okay, my family's downstairs. The turkey is roasting. The potatoes are being washed and prepped. So it's time for me to go and continue on with my family celebrations downstairs. I wish you a very happy holidays, and I'll see you in January. Cheers. Happy stitching, everyone. Take care.